Hi, today we're going to be looking at the rules of third, and we have this picture of this, I guess, hawk, and you can see it's not right in the center of the picture. And proponents of the rule of third have a different way to design their photographs and their artwork. This landscape is unpacked for us in Wikipedia, so let's take a look at it. Here's the landscape, and these are the grid lines right here. And you can see that the horizon is falling right along this line. That was not by accident. And the tree is not in the center, but it's off to the side. And if the object actually intersects lines, we call those crash points. You could look up on the internet, rules of third. It's a theory of design. And basically it can be used for paintings, photographs, and designs. The guideline proposes that an image should be divided into 9 equal parts, as it is over on the right. Also, you can see that when the lines come up, it says that the horizon at the horizontal line divides the lower third of the photo, and that the tree sits at the intersection of two lines, sometimes called power point or crash point. So we'll close this down, and we'll open up Photoshop, and here's a design that we put a grid, and I'll show you at the end of this how to make a grid. And this encompasses the rules of third. The strawberry could have been anywhere on the page, but it's falling on the bottom left. And the words are falling right along the line. So let's just take that off, and we'll go to our Move tool, and let's put the strawberry right smack in the center. And let's take the text, and we'll put it equal sides on the bottom. And people that believe in the rules of third say that this design is not as interesting. Now this stem, which does go where the grid is, off to the right on this quadrant, and it certainly intersects this, becomes maybe more interesting. So let's push our idea that things in the center sometimes aren't as interesting by simply erasing the stem or this line. There's the grid, and if you look at that, the space, the negative space is equal, and a lot of people that believe in the rules of third say, hey, there's a better way to do it. So let's turn the grid back on, hit Command Z to bring the stem back, and we could take this and put it down in this quadrant, and I guess you could have it come off the page. And if I put this here away from the strawberry so the letters are visible, that's rules of third. Or we could simply go to our strawberry and go Edit, Transform, and let's flip horizontally the strawberry so we see more of the stem. We could run it off the page. You're the artist, you decide. Or you could have a little bit of white space, the negative space. And you could bring this, we could shrink the letters or change the color and place it here so it would stand out more. Maybe something like that, and turn the grid off. Interesting negative space. Well, let's leave the strawberry and let's look at a couple quick pictures photographers have done using the rules of third. I don't have the black heavy grid, but there are little grid lines here, and this is a line here, and this is a line here, and you can see that this bird is not right smack in the center of the picture, which the photographer could have done. But they believed in the rules of third and put it off to the side by simply angling the camera a little bit in one direction. Let's look at for people that ski or sightsee, they go in one of these cabs, and again the photographer could have placed this right smack in the center, but they didn't. She or he chose to take advantage of the rules of third and put it off to one side. And again, if you count these boxes over, it's 3 boxes. So it's 1, 2, 3. The line would be here, and the line would be here. There's a lot of action going on in the quadrant with the rules of third. Let's look at the sunset. The person's not right in the center. They're off to the side. And a photographer could have gone a little bit over and placed the person more in this bright area. But that's the fun thing about photography and design. You're the artist. You make your decisions. But clearly this person, which is the most important element of the picture, it's in focus, and this is what the picture is about, the person is not right in the center. So this also is taking advantage of the rules of third. The tree is off to the side on 1/3 of the picture, and the person's entering the center, but they're not. They're a little bit off center. And this is certainly taking advantage of the rules of third. Well, let's finish up and let's look at a horse. And this is right in the center. We can hit Control H. And it's a fun picture to look at. But for me, maybe if we did the rules of third, it'd be more interesting. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up to the preferences. I'm going to go to grids and slices. I'm going to put custom lines, grid line every 33.3, 3 subdivisions. I'm going to put that line as gray. I'm going to hit OK. 1, 2, 3, it's right here. But I need to see it better, so this is how we do it. We're going to make a new layer, and I'm going to retitle the background, and I'm simply going to bring this layer below it, and I'm going to create a new layer, and I'll put this layer on top. I'm going to go to my top layer. I'm going to go to my pencil. I have this set on black. I have a thickness of 27. I'm going to count over to the gray box, which is 3. I'm going to click, come down, and when I click, I'm going to hit the Shift key, and we get a nice straight line. Click on the mouse. Don't hit the Shift key yet. Hit the Shift key now and click. And we'll come down. Here's a gray line. Click, and we'll come over here, and we'll go there. And we'll come up to 3. There you go. And we're going to click. So there's my grid line that I can turn off and on easily. And that's the horse in the center. I'm going to take my move tool, and I'm going to move the horse down, taking advantage of the rules of third, down here in this quadrant. It's down this section, and it's certainly touching the crash points. And that would be an interesting picture. Nice negative space. I like that there's less grass on one area. Or, you know, whoops, wrong layer. Sorry. Let's put that back where it belongs. Let's go to the horse layer. And we could bring the horse down here. And that would be an interesting composition. Or, when you framed it, you could have done it here. Or, if you're in the computer graphic class, when you design things, you could do it that way. And then all this white space wouldn't be part of your picture at all. And then again, the neat thing is, you could open another photograph and drag this grid into your other photo, especially if it's the same resolution. And looking forward for you getting your work started. And thanks for listening.